Hey guys, this is Devin
and Robin
from Books by the Dozen, and this is going to be our day 4 of our week of videos.
And we have a book haul for you today.
Yeah, because I lied already and failed at my New Year's resolution.
But we actually used Christmas money, and Devin sold some books, half-price books, and so really you didn't pay any money out of your pocket for these
I didn't.
books.
That's true.
We had coupons and such, so we've been good so far with the buying of the books, but the accumulating is still happening.
Nope, that's still bad.
Alright, well, we have a lot of books, so we're going to get right into it because this is already
Gonna take too long. Okay. First I'm going to do 2 books that I don't have with me, and they're supposed to be here on Friday, but I want them here now. And the first one is Fingerprints of You by Kristen Page Madonia, I think is how you pronounce it. Madonia. And I'll put the pictures of the book covers, like, right here, in between our faces.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. It almost looks like tattoo.
Yeah, it looks like a like tattoo art in a tattoo shop. And the second one that I'm waiting for is actually a copy of Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, and it's the Penguin's hardback classic edition, and it's like the cloth leather bound, and I'm really excited to get it because I want all of those books, but this is just my first one. So yeah, it's also going to be right here, and it's pretty, and I love it.
And the first books that I actually got at half-price books today when Devin went to sell all her books, and I had the coupons we've been accumulating for the year. So the first one I got there is The Time Garden by Edward Eger, and it's a children's book, and I've read some other books by him, you know, when I was little, like The Magic and a few other things. So, and it's in perfect condition, and it was $1 on the bargain cart, so I'm excited, and I started reading it while we were sitting out there. It's pretty good. And the next book we actually both got a copy of, and we both actually already read it too. Well, read it, or it's Chopsticks, and it's by Jessica Anthony and Rodrigo Corral.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It's got pictures. It's basically a story that's told through pictures, newspaper articles,
and
art.
It's like a visual novel, and it's about a girl who is a prodigy.
A piano prodigy.
Yeah.
Pianist.
And she, you know, falls for the guy that moved in next door, and he moved to the Bronx from Argentina, and it follows their relationship and the relationship with Glory's dad, sort of, and her music and everything. And I think we just sit there and...
Yeah, it's a really, really quick read because it's not a lot of reading and it's a lot of piecing things together. It's really cool because it's not like a graphic novel where you're getting pictures of each specific, like, scene. It's just stuff from their life. So,
like, look at the first page of this.
Yeah.
How pretty is that? I hope you can see.
So it's like articles of clothing and items and letters home from, what's his name? Francisco's school, and letters from the place that Glory ends up staying at.
And Francisco's art. He's in the list.
So it's just really, really cool. It's a cool way to read a book. And I actually added it onto Goodreads already, and so did Robin's, the first book we read this year.
I gave it 5 out of 5 stars.
I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because the ending was just kind of abrupt. And so I was just like, what?
It didn't bother me. It's like, you know, sometimes...
It's still really, really good. It's just, if the ending wasn't as abrupt, it would have been amazing.
And the last book that I got at Half Price Books was Clockwork Angel. And I didn't do a Christmas book haul, but Devin got me the whole Mortal Instruments series, the box set, and I got this one for $5 at Half Price Books, and it's in basically perfect condition. It's a little bit worn, but, you know, so it's going to add to my Cassandra Clare collection.
Alright, and the majority of the books I'm showing you I got at Half Price Books today, and also the majority of them she picked out for me at Half Price Books today. The first one will be no surprise if you watched any of Robin's videos. That is Perfect Chemistry by Simone Alcaraz. She loves this series, and so I figured I should start it. Plus, anybody who's read it says they love it. I haven't really seen a negative review of it. So, and this one's in really, really good condition. And I think it was like $4.50, so yeah. And the next one I got is The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell, and when we were living in Washington, Robin actually read this for her English class.
Her lit class, yeah.
Yeah, her lit class, and she says that everyone should read this at least once in their life.
Okay, Jesuit priests go to a different planet That's all you need to know. That's the basis of the book, but it gets so much deeper than that. It delves into religion and morality, and it's so good. Like it went by so fast too.
Yeah, so
it wasn't even my group that was supposed to read that book. It was another group, and I picked it up at the end of the lit class, and I read it along with them, and it was so good.
Apparently it's so good, so I'm looking forward to reading those too.
There's a second one to this book. I think it's called Children of God. I think it's Children of God, and I haven't read that one yet, but I have it.
Cool. And then the next two books Robin actually has, and they were in a video a long time ago, one of the book hauls that she did, and they are two books by Julie Andrews Edwards, like Julie Andrews as in Mary Poppins, and that is The Last of the Really Great Wing Doodles and Mandy, and they're both children's books, but they're both in, like, perfect condition. Like, there's nothing. It's like, I just bought them. So I went ahead and got these, plus these were like $3.50 because they're children's books. And then the last thing I got from Half Price Books today, I actually picked this one out, and that is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I've seen the movie, but a lot of people say the book's a lot better, just like every book compared to a movie, so I'm looking forward to reading it. The movie is kind of disturbing, actually, but it's interesting.
And I got a $75 Amazon gift card from my mom for Christmas. So
all the books.
Yeah, some of the books that I got with that I have here. The first one is Who Could That Be at This Hour by Lemony Snicket, and it's the first in the All the Wrongs Questions series. And I also got Easy by Tamara Weber, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. And it says, rescued by a stranger, haunted by a secret, sometimes love isn't easy. So it's got a love and mystery.
And it'll be interesting because I think this is one of the first new adult books in the new adult genre. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like. I want to read it too one day.
One day. And another book, I'm just going to dive into them because there's a few of them. And this was actually a bargain book, and you can tell because it's a little bit crumpled, but it's Embrace by Jessica Shrivington. And on the back, there's a letter from her mom that she's reading on her 17th birthday. And from what I get, that her mom is dead, and she's asking her to forgive her for something. So I'm like, oh. And I think it's part of the series.
What is she forgiving her for? We need to know.
But a big decision lies ahead, and there's a burden.
And there's a bird.
And there's a bird. No,
there's feathers on the front of the cover, so that would work.
And then she has wings.
She's a fairy, I'm guessing, because of the wings, but I could be wrong.
So I'm excited. And I think it's part of a series, I'm not sure, but look forward to reading that one.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, you showed me that, sorry.
And the next book I got is Distant Waves, and it's a novel of the Titanic by Suzanne Wayne. And it says 5 Sisters, 5 Fates, and it's a fictional book, but it honestly, I don't know. It has something to do with the Titanic, but look at the cover, and it was actually one of the books that was recommended for me because of another book about the Titanic that I bought. So I thought that, since I have a gift card, I might as well give it a try. And I love anything to do with, things that really happen in real life, like the Titanic.
Like historical fiction-y things.
Yeah. And then the next book I got is Fury by Elizabeth Miles, and it's about revenge. And the thing that jumped out to me was the cover, the pretty colors on it, and it's in a series also, so this means that
what's the next one?
Envy. So maybe it's about like the 7 Deadly Sins. That's a trilogy though. I don't know, but it takes place in Maine, but what I get, it's sort of like a dystopian-ish society. I could be wrong. Another one is Feed by M.T. Anderson, and it's where in a society where everybody gets fed, like, I think it's through the government or something, and Violet is the main character, and she's meets someone who is like, he's a hacker, and so he's going against it and breaking away from the feed, and it's probably gonna, result in revolution and stuff. And the next book I got is Inside Out by Maria V. Snyder, and I honestly don't know what this one is about either. It was another recommended one. It almost has a feel to it like The Uglies.
I haven't read that.
But maybe just the break in society, not the whole plastic surgery thing. But, she's inside out. It looks like she's, you know, breaking through something. So I see another Revolution book in my future. Another 2 books I got because I think it was Raylene. And Raylene's not the only one. There's other people that have really, really enjoyed this, and it's Everybody Sees the Ants, and that's by A.S. King. It's gotten excellent reviews, and it's actually a book that's been on my wish list for a while. The last book, my book haul, I'm sorry, is Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. And look at this cover. So you have the picture on the cover. I was just excited about this when I got it. And you take off the little dust jacket, and then it has the cover.
That's so cool. I love when books do that.
And I love how it's not like plopped on. It's almost like a library binding. I love that too, because I feel like they survive more that way. And it's another romancy sort of book. But it's got another book that's gotten excellent reviews.
And I have 2 more, the last 2 of this video. And the first one I've been wanting for a little while, and Robin got it for me, and I'm so excited about it. And that is Lovely, Dark, and Deep by Amy McNamara, I think is how you say the last name. And I don't really know what it's about. It just says, I came here because it's pine dark and the ocean's wild. The kind of quiet noise you need when there's too much going on in your head. Like the water and the woods are doing all the feeling, and I can hang out, quiet as a headstone, in a between place, a place that could swallow me up if I need it to. And so it sounds interesting, but I was really drawn to it because of the cover. Like, the whole book is just pretty. So you've got the tree and the snow, and you can't really tell, but there's a person sitting underneath it. And then the spine is really pretty, and then the back is really pretty, but it sounds good too. So I'm looking forward to reading this one definitely at some point this year. And the last book, it's just a bind up, but it's a pretty bind up, and it reminds me like of college or something. And it's it's like collegiate looking. It's a Charles Dickens bind up, so it's got Great Expectations, Hard Times, A Christmas Carol, and A Tale of Two Cities.
And it's illustrated.
And it's illustrated, and you know it's cool when it's got like the marble inside. This is like one of the books you find in rich people houses. I'm serious. It smells like a rich people house. But yeah, so that's the last book in our book haul. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this. Let me know if you've read any of the books that we bought and how you liked them and all of that.
Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of our week of videos.
Yep, we got 3 more days. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.